Yo, shout out to everybody out there. Welcome to Angry Fan Sports. Subscribe to the channel, like the content. You know what time it is. You know what we do over here. So let's listen to what Stephanie White had to say about the game yesterday in which we lost by 15 at home to the Dallas Wings. I don't want to hear nothing about, it's just a preseason game. There's only 3 games. There's only 3 preseason games. So guess what? These preseason games kind of mean something, all right? It lets us know what we got to work on offensively and defensively. We already know what we got to work on offensively, but, Stephanie White don't want to hear that. She don't want to hear that. She's going to play her way. She's going to force this motion offense down our throat, even though don't nobody want to see it. We're going to be getting outplayed all season long because of it. But let's just see what she has to say. Oh, boy.
I thought our urgency wasn't there. No, we let them move the ball and move them.
You see how she paused? Her brain is thinking that's some drugs. She don't really know what to say.
Themselves really wherever they wanted to. I didn't feel like we had a sense of urgency. I felt like we were disconnected on the defensive end of the floor. We weren't moving when the ball moves. And then we were standing watching. I mean, they crushed us on the glass. I thought we got out toughed. I thought that their levels of effort or levels of urgency, I should say, was different than ours. And
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Number one, what you mean out toughed? We got a bunch of guards. We don't have no bigs. AB's gone. We're relying on Michaela Simpson, somebody who used to give 2 minutes a game to last season, 3 minutes a game. Monique Billings is playing the 5. That's not even her role. We got a bunch of short people. We got Dantes by the 3-point line. Our bigs ain't what do you mean out toughed? We weren't in position. Yo, this is going to be a long season. Every game that we play a big team, she's going to say we got untoughed. Oh, we got out toughed and they play with more urgency than us. What you mean? We were fine. You the one who made Clark slow down. You the one who was putting her on the bench when she got hot. You the one who's taking the ball out her hands. What are you talking about?
That's we can't have that.
You guys are working in new players, as Caitlin just talked about, but more turnovers and assists. What did you feel like we're so disconnected on offense today?
Yeah, I felt like we tried to throw it into a crowd. I felt like we tried to make the home run play instead of the.
We tried to make the home run play instead of the easy play. I want her gone so bad, man. I want her gone so bad.
Easy play. We tried to predetermine what we were going to get as opposed to really read what was open. I thought we also over dribbled. We got dribble happy. We tried to make a play on our own instead of moving the ball.
Say her name. Say her name. If this was Caitlin Clark, you would have said her name. Say her name. Kelsey Mitchell. That's who you talking about. That's who you're talking about. The same Kelsey Mitchell you gave $1.4 million to. You said this whole organization was based around her, and she's the only person who can create their own shot, and she's this, and she's that. Don't complain now. This is how she plays. This is how she plays. She dribble. See, when Clark has the ball, she gives the ball to her when she can just shoot. If that's not the case, she's going to just dribble, and force a shot. Do you know how many times Sophie was open that Kelsey did not give her the ball? Do you? I know one thing. For you to be giving her $1.4 million for 1 year, you better be sitting her ass down when she does that. All right? Because that's what a real coach would do. They won't just let it happen all game, then say something in a post-game interview. Sit her ass down when you see her doing that.
It's going to be really good for us when the ball moves. We have ball movement and player movement. It's really fun to watch. It makes the game really easy. And I felt like for whatever.
What did she just say? It's really fun to watch. What is she talking about?
It's really fun to watch. It makes the game really easy to get as opposed to really read what was open. I thought we also over dribbled. We got dribble happy. We tried to make a play on our own instead of moving the ball. It's going to be really good for us when the ball moves. We have ball movement and player movement. It's really fun to watch. It makes the game really easy. And I felt like for whatever reason, we were a little resistant to that tonight. We just got to make the easy play.
You know who can make the easy play? Do you know who can make the easy play? Stephanie White? Like, seriously. Oh, my God.
Energy that Raven brought you for the second straight preseason game, particularly when it came to playmaking. Like, you see her steal all the time, but the offensive side.
I love her energy. And, you know, the thing I love about Raven is, like, there was one possession right in front of our bench where she turned it over. She didn't sit there and pout and sulk. She got that thing back, right? Like, she's going to bring energy. She's going to be a spark off the bench. It's going to, you know, it's going to ebb and flow as throughout the course of the season, as it does with a lot of rookies. But at the same time, we know she's going to bring it on the defensive end. I mean, 5 steals, 5 assists, you know, really good stuff. She's going to be a hard one to, you know, we got to find minutes for her, and we got to find minutes in a good rotation.
One quick follow-up. I probably should ask Caitlin this.
There's about to be a long season. She's looking for minutes. You know who's going to sit down first. You know who's going to sit down first. Hey, Clark, you better think about your goddamn brand here. You got it in this person's hand. You better think about your brand, yo.
Yes, but she said she's fine, like banger or whatever. But is that something you all have to evaluate as far as her?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we had planned for her to come out about that time anyway. So you know, it was just extra precaution, I think, you know, getting her out in that moment. But yeah, I mean, the plan was for her to start the third quarter, and then we get her out quickly.
Kind of just as a follow-up to that, how much of it was a sigh of relief when, you know, she obviously came up limping, but then she ended up being fine in the end?
Yeah, certainly a sigh of relief, but you can kind of see in her face sometimes, like, it was like, all right, like, she took one. And sometimes when you've come back from injury, depending upon what the injury is, you got to feel that a little bit first, right? Like, you got to be like, okay, yep, I can shake that one off. Well, let's go up there and knock down the free throws.
What has stood out to you maybe about some of those reserve guards who are really fighting for that last spot?
I think they're tough. You know, I think they know how to play. They get the ball moving, they attack. They're not afraid of the moment. You know, in practice every day, they've been battling. I mean, they're making it really tough.
You smiling and laughing at. You just lost at home, what you smiling and laughing at. Hey, this ain't funny. Ain't nothing funny about this.
And I like the fact that they are ball movers, that they get that thing going and that they compete.
You like the fact that they're ball movers, but the main ball mover we have, you look for any reason to take them out the game, any reason to stop them from shooting, from getting hot, from getting a rhythm. We talking about somebody who played 13 games last season. If anybody needs to get in the rhythm, it's her. This is retarded, bro. She's an agent, bro.
Is there specific? Those are all great traits. Is there specific attributes you're looking for that final player development role or anything?
Yeah, I mean, we got to have somebody who can be a playmaker for us, probably be a combo guard for us. You know, looking at what we were able to get with Raven, you know, Ty's working her way back. Again, when we think about being able to have consistent minutes throughout the course of our regular rotation players. And then in the case of, you know, knock on wood, God forbid, any injury,
shut up. Stop trying to harp on injuries. Like, stop. Yeah, that was one season. Everybody's fine now. Stop trying to bring the injury shit up, because that's your excuse for making some of the moves you're making. If anybody's injured right now, it's Aaliyah Boston. I don't see you talking about how you're going to help her. Like, stop. This is ridiculous.
Want to have a player that can come in and can make an impact in that realm. And so having a combo guard will be really important for us.
Man, shut up, man. I'm so tired of Stephanie White. Because she's a liar, yo. She's a liar. We got the same offense from last season that was terrible, bro. She ain't trying to upgrade or nothing. Wait till we start losing. Clark, you better take this motherfucker over when we start losing, yo. I don't care what she's saying. Take it over. Messing with her, if you mess around and waste your prime under Stephanie White, or because this evil mad scientist then got into your brain, made you think that y'all was so cool, when clearly you can't be that cool, because the way she was talking to you every time Clark went to the side, Stephanie White was in the air. You could see on Clark's face, she didn't like what Stephanie White was saying. She's all buddy-buddy when you're not in the game, but when it comes down to the game, that's when she controls you. Like, stop letting her do this shit. Seriously. You ain't let nobody else do it. Why you letting her do it? A defensive coach trying to tell an offensive player who can score at will, has the most points in college, men and females, how to play. Someone who couldn't even average 10 points a game is going to tell her how to play. This girl done dropped 49 points, 40, 35, 39, 43. She don't know nothing about that. Stephanie White, how much did they pay you? Let's just keep it. How much they paid you to come over here and sabotage Caitlin Clark? That should be the question we should be asking at this point. Yo, who's the owner? I don't even care about Kelly and Amber no more. Who's the owner? Can somebody drop his email, something? All right, let's time to go over their heads because I don't even want Stephanie White fired no more. I want the whole front office fired. Just get them all the fuck up out of here, bro. They here for the wrong reasons. They're trying to fucking capitalize off of Clark's fan base that she created. They're trying to take pieces from that and make it theirs. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I've seen enough. Okay, and don't get it confused. We're gonna beat Nigeria as we should. So don't think because we beat Nigeria that okay, see, you know what you're talking about. We're good. No, we're not good. We were supposed to beat this team. The Liberty, stop it. They were bullshit. They were BSing. All right, watch. Y'all will see. I told y'all last season. Last season was ugly. Yo, she's not gonna tell Kelsey Mitchell to pass the ball, yo. She's not. Kelsey gonna play the exact same way she been playing, which is exactly why her ass ain't been on a 500 team in the WNBA until she met Clark. That's why. That's the difference. One has a winning mentality and one just wants to score. If you're gonna let Kelsey be a ball hog, I want to see Clark be one too. You got a better chance of winning that way, rather than Kelsey just dribbling the damn corner trying to create nothing. Like, I'm so tired of this, bro. I wish they had just let her go. Hey, I was already saying it. They act like can't nobody else score in that position. That's BS. That's BS, man. You're not even trying. I don't even think y'all like her for scoring. Y'all like her because she ain't leave. That's not a good enough reason for her to be here. It's not. This is ridiculous, bro. If she's not going to be a team player, trade her ass. Like, seriously, let's stop playing games. Who want to waste 5-6 years like she just did? No. Let me know what you guys think. I think she's full of it. I'm out. Peace.